You're not real.
Oh, hey, Wangless.
Holy shit, thank you, Wangless.
Wangles, what's up, man?
Lead last line.
Wangless.
Wangless. And I kind of hope it's wangless.
Hey everyone, Chris here. Let's talk about this guy who's being a dingus. It's gonna be a good time, a good laugh, a good jolly belly laugh from me. 2020 may be a bad year. I think that the verdict's still out. We're not quite sure yet, but it wouldn't be surprising if somebody else got outed for being, I don't know, a scumbag. Who knows? You have to go all the way back to 2 years ago. Two whole years. Or in current time, 20 years. IGN had an issue with one of their reviews. It was a review for Dead Cells. It was done by an editorial person known as Filip. This person was caught plagiarizing very clearly. Didn't really apologize and then got fired, like super fired. And super blacklisted because you don't plagiarize, right? It's like maybe the one thing English teachers tell you what to do. They're like, you can write about whatever you want. You can say crazy shit. You can do almost anything you want. It's an English class. Just don't copy your work. And it's the one thing he did. IGN says, after taking the time to investigate, we've determined that there were substantial similarities between a review posted weeks earlier and our review that could not be justified and warranted taking down. Though we as a community often share feelings and even certain word choices to describe the games we love by using similar frames of understanding, this particular situation stepped over the line and is not a reflection of our own editorial standards. We apologize to the people who made the game, this YouTuber known as Boomstick Gaming for failing to uphold the standards, and we parted ways with the writer involved. They don't even put his name in here. And they'll be rereading Dead Cells this week. Nothing is more important to us than your trust. And again, this is Tuesday, August 7th, 2018. Mostly, he's done. He's finished. He's kaput. I don't know if you guys have watched The Godfather 2, but it's very reminiscent of a certain scene featuring Fredo.
You're nothing to me now. You're not a brother. You're not a friend. I don't want to know you or what you do. I don't want to see you at the hotels. I don't want you near my house. When you see our mother, I want to know a day in advance so I won't be there.
And you know what? You gotta give him a little credit, okay? He has some major cojones for actually plagiarizing. People dared him to find, he's like, I dare you to find something else that matches. And they did. A lot of other people found other work that supports that he's been plagiarizing and doing this for a while. And to his credit, he still tried to create content. He put out an apology video. Sure, it was in April 2019. It wasn't actually, around the time of August 2018 when this happened. Doesn't matter. His credibility was essentially destroyed, right? And what was he going to do to rebuild that? The answer may shock you. Yes. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. He made the review, and he had the gall to call it a very honest and original Dead Cells review. Wow. Man, this guy needs to tell me how to be confident in my life. I need to be able to get this man to, if he can act this brazen about stuff like this, where he goes around and, he thinks it's been long enough. The internet's forgotten. It's been 2 years, and to his credit, a lot of people probably have forgotten. But he's still out here trying to do video game reviews after being caught plagiarizing from a bunch of small YouTube channels. Where is that kind of confidence, and how can I get that kind of confidence in my life? That's really all I need to know. I need to know how to go around and just, if I do, commit basically very close to crimes, I think that maybe every English teacher in high school just wanted me to think that plagiarism was a capital offense, and I would be shot dead in the street by a police officer if I actually did it, just so they didn't have to deal with it at the high school level, or maybe even the college level. But yeah, man, this guy is just like out here wilding. A very honest and original Dead Cells review. You kidding me? I got him, man. Now, dear readers, I know that you're probably sitting there thinking, excuse me, who are you? Who's a Wangless? What are you doing in your fucking bathroom over here making YouTube videos? What are you talking about? Give this man a chance. Give him a chance. Yeah. Go for it. Go make your chance. Go do it for yourself. He's trying. And I think that he has enough energy to just overcome controversy and just eventually find hundreds of people or hundreds of thousands that forget. But to actually sit there and say, hey, I'm now going to do a very honest review of the game that basically ruined the career that I was trying to establish for myself on a very large level and being disavowed by not only my employers, but the entire games industry media as a whole. It does seem very unaware and very just generally tone deaf, and also it's wild, you know. And I watched it; like, it's well edited. He's great at editing. He is good at the thoughts when he has his own ideas too. This guy did straight up like copy reviews word for word. Now, you guys can look that up, you know, where you can actually compare it and stuff. And I get it. Really, I do think in some ways he did this just to get more people to react to it. And in some ways, it's kind of the downfall of human society, where I think he's going around and purposely creating clickbait like this so we all watch it and go, wow, I cannot believe the bad guy. I cannot, you know? Which seems like a weird state of human society. We've overcome plagues. We've overcome the Ice Age. Like, that was a thing that happened. You know, we've survived on Earth for millions of years. All to get to the point where we're fighting over likes and retweets and views for stuff that is just inherently controversial just to create a buzz for money, from marketers, from like Dollar Shave Club. Philip knows this will be very controversial. This is going to be seen by a lot of eyes. A lot of eyes. A lot of anger. He's stirring the pot. What does he do? The answer may surprise you. That's right. He plays the victim card. He was told directly by his boss, his old boss, to, quote unquote, fuck off, as the Scottish say. Being told to, quote unquote, fuck off by an executive of one of the most well-known entertainment companies, not to mention a former direct superior, can only happen in the gaming community. No, DMC Ryan, you cannot delete your indecency, just like I can't delete my plagiarism. As you can see, Philip has learned how to take criticism a lot better, and he's working on it. And he's doing great, just like his apology video said, right? 2020, he's working on it, and everything's just rolling right off his back, baby. He knows he did something wrong, and bam, just like that. Just like that, he's good. He's moving on in life. He's looking straight forward. He's not looking back at the people that fired him 2 years ago. No, he's learned from everything. And definitely, if he was going around plagiarizing people and committing what only in high school was taught to me is basically second-degree murder, you know, I think he's really coming back from it. So good job. Just like any other juicy thing where people aren't really self-aware, he continues to post private messages, things that are deleted, and a variety of other things. He talks down other people who reach out to him for help, and you know, he basically lashes out at all the people that got him fired, which really, he is the only person that led to him being fired in the first place. I thought this was a particularly good reply from Paris. I know that I don't actually know what he does. Maybe I should look that up someday. I see him on Twitter, and video game Twitter, and I think that he works at some company. He might work at IGN. Let's see. What is InfoSec by day, content creator by night? I don't know why. I've definitely seen him for Cyberpunk stuff. Okay, well anyway. He says, you're a thief who got caught. It isn't the high road back to redemption. You should be humble and take your lumps. You should be told to fuck off and accept it. Prove you have humility. Posting deleted tweets and private messages is something a child would do. Damn. He right, though. He right as hell. Like, this guy is acting a fool, and you know what? Maybe this is some tough love that'll actually set him straight. Probably not. And if he wants to continue working in this industry, he really should learn the things that everyone's desperately trying to tell him. And should we have second chances? Should we have an opportunity to correct our wrongs? What is the expiration date on when the jury of public opinion can look stuff over again? Is there a time period? A lot of these questions are going to keep coming up for people like this, where, yeah, they haven't done anything illegal, but they've basically betrayed the industry that they work in. And maybe it's not so, intense with stuff like when we look at Louis C.K. or we look at other people that have, done things that are kind of unspeakable, but they're still existing. What do we do with those people? Do we send them off to some kind of island? Do we send them off to like a Hawaiian island? And that's just like where the souls of the damned live? That's not a good thing to do either. But clearly this guy needs to either adapt to what people are saying or, choose option B. He can't choose that weird in-between option where he's like doing the same thing, but then he's playing this victim card. And I think that this series of tweets here really demonstrates, in particular, how he's not understanding. Skill Up YouTuber. He's part of Layman Gaming. Very funny. You should go check it out. He was supporting him, but then he says, you know what? I'm not going to support him anymore. He's picking fights with former colleagues who have every right to be angry with him. Because yes, it did destroy IGN's reputation quite a bit. This isn't the path back to trust, and not what I had in mind. I'm sorry I misjudged the situation. Filip Miucin replies to maybe his only person that was on his side. Trying to be open-minded about it, saying, I'm not picking fights. I'm standing up for myself and the right to make videos about something I love, video games. I simply would like the opportunity to do that. Yeah? Yeah, you didn't have to go around plagiarizing stuff. What else to say here? When your former employer tells you to fuck off on a neutral platform like... A neutral platform like Twitter. Yeah, a neutral platform. Neutral platform like Twitter, everyone. When they tell you to fuck off on that personal Twitter account they use on a neutral platform, on your own post, there's nothing to do with them, and then deletes their tweet. I can't sit idle. When former colleagues reply to my tweets and dismiss me, offering forgiveness in my DMs, which also, again, he posted the DMs, and he was just trying to be nice. Engage with me. Of course, I got a burp coming up. They're coming to my Twitter and sending waves of hate. For what? For something I'm repeatedly attempting to repent for, both in private and public. I am not trying to play a victim. I am stating the facts. Sure sounded like a victim there, buddy. I understand plagiarism. Is it really about plagiarism? I've just been looking at computer screens too long. I understand plagiarism wrong, and I'll never make that mistake again. I think it is what you recognize with me in the tweet you deleted. I feel saddened that you deleted your tweet because I was thinking you could truly feel the way in your kind heart. Jesus Christ. I'm done with this. I can't handle this. It's making me dumber. This guy is so stubborn, and human egos are something that really just... It's unfortunate that humans have such an ego built up around themselves as a self-defense mechanism for social survival. No. We would be so much better without this. This guy is not learning in almost a purposeful way. It is one of the most important things that you remain open-minded as long as you can. And when your beliefs are challenged, you should try to question your beliefs. Always. Question what you know, because you know what? The scientific method is designed for that. The scientific method is designed, hey, if I don't understand something, I'm going to see if it's repeatable. And if it's not repeatable, hey, what do you know? Maybe it's not always right. Maybe just, and you just remove everything from it until it's only science. You remove all other points of view, and this guy is just like, hey, I'm gonna make my own YouTube channel. Oh, I'm gonna post something that was really controversial. What? People are still mad at me? Like, dude, how can you not understand this, brother? You're not being attacked. You fucked up. And you gotta either repent for that in other ways. This says he repents. How? How have you repented? By doing a non-apology like 10 months later? You can do so many other things with video games, except for video game reviews. Video game reviews are something you're good at, I guess, when you're not writing them from other people, but can you not just do impressions? Can you not do early impressions? Or maybe, hey, let's do a video essay. Let's do almost anything else, man. Why? The creativity, I feel like it's there in his edits and the way he talks in his videos. And I really hope that he just learns from this instead of, you know, it almost hardens him the other way. And I hate to see that in people. So what have we learned here today? 1, don't plagiarize things. 2, if you're going to plagiarize things, make sure it only stays in high school essays. 3, if you're ruined from the industry, you've destroyed in its credibility in some way, don't just try to return to the industry and expect everyone to be nice to you. 4, like and subscribe to this video, or else you will also be outcast from the game journalist community. I don't know why. You know, it's just everyone's attacking you. It's you know, you're the innocent victim in all of this. Remember that you're innocent. 5, dislike it if you are Filip Miucin or one of his, I don't know, cohorts. Leave a comment. I'd like to talk to you, and I'd like to try to get through to someone. 6, make sure you have a great day. This is Chris. Goodbye, friends. I find it fascinating that people denounce me publicly as a game reviewer, but then apologize for doing so and wish me the best of luck privately in my DMs.